Your spirit guide says the scheduled post you set is going out early. The time. The notification on your screen was not a mistake. You looked at it, your heart skipped a beat, and you thought, I am not ready. This wasn't supposed to go out yet. You set the time for later. You wanted to wait until everything was perfect. You wanted to wait until you felt strong enough, until the lighting was right, until you had the right words, until the money was in the bank. You have been living your life in draft mode. Saving your best self for a later date. Saving your real truth for a time when it feels safer. But listen to me closely. The glitch that sent your message out early? That was not a computer error. That was my hand. That was my finger pressing publish on your destiny before you could talk yourself out of it again. Do not try to delete it. Do not try to take it back. Do not apologize for it. The fear you feel right now, that tightening in your chest that tells you to hide, to retreat, to say, ignore that, I didn't mean to post it, that fear is a liar. The timing is not wrong. The timing is divine. You are seeing this because the schedule you built in your head was designed to keep you safe, but I do not want you safe. I want you free. And freedom does not wait for a convenient time. Freedom crashes in like a thief in the night. It breaks the door down. I am speaking to the one who checks their phone first thing in the morning, not to see who called, but to see if the bad news has arrived yet. You live with a low-level hum of anxiety, a vibration in your bones that says, it's too quiet. Something is about to go wrong. You are the one who walks into a room and immediately scans the faces to see who is mad at you. You manage the emotions of everyone in your house. You are the emotional thermostat. If they are hot, you cool them down. If they are cold, you warm them up. But who warms you? I see you shivering in the middle of summer. I see the coldness that has settled in your spirit because you have poured all your warmth out into people who treat you like a utility, not a human being. This message is your thermal shift. This is the moment the temperature changes. But you must listen, because the window is narrow. This is not for next week. This is not for your 5-year plan. This is for the next 6 hours. The scheduled post went out early because the enemy is currently distracted. If you had waited until the time you selected, the trap would have been set. The person who has been blocking your promotion, the family member who whispers poison about you at the dinner table, the friend who smiles to your face but reports your failures to others, they were ready for you on Monday. They were ready for you next month. They are not ready for you right now. You caught them sleeping. Think about the project you have been hiding. The business idea sketched on the back of an envelope that is buried in your bottom drawer. The conversation you have rehearsed in the shower 1,000 times but never spoken out loud. You told yourself, I will do it when I have more savings. I will do it when the kids are older. I will do it when I lose 10 pounds. I am telling you, the conditions will never be perfect. The conditions are a cage. I broke the lock 10 minutes ago. That is why you feel exposed. You are standing in the open doorway, and the light is hurting your eyes. Do not close the door. There is a specific reason you feel like an imposter. It is not because you are unqualified. It is because you are playing a role that is too small for you. You feel like a fake because you are pretending to be normal. You are pretending to be average so you do not intimidate the people around you. You dim your light so it doesn't hurt their eyes. And what has it gotten you? They still resent you. They still talk about you. You made yourself small, and they still tried to crush you. So stop shrinking. The post is live. The signal is out. The universe has already shifted to align with this new reality. In the spirit realm, a notification just popped up on the screens of your enemies. They are scrambling. They are confused. They are wondering, how did they do this? We thought we had them suppressed. We thought we had them doubting themselves. They are trying to formulate a response, but they are too slow. You have the advantage of speed. You have the advantage of surprise. I see a specific memory. You are sitting in a car, parked outside a building you didn't want to enter. It was raining. You were crying, but you wiped your face before you went inside because you couldn't let them see you weak. You put on that mask. That brave face. And you handled business. You survived that day. But a piece of you stayed in that car. A piece of your tenderness, a piece of your trust, stayed locked in that vehicle in the rain. I am going back to get it. I am going back to that parking lot, to that rainy Tuesday 3 years ago, and I am unlocking the car. I am retrieving the part of you that you left behind. You need it for what happens next. Because what happens next requires your whole heart. Not the fragmented, protected heart you have been carrying. The scheduled post. The destiny release requires you to be fully present. The person who hurt you. The one whose name makes your stomach turn. They are banking on your predictability. They know you. They know you will apologize. They know you will back down if they raise their voice. They know you will wait for permission. They have built their entire strategy around your hesitation. They are like a chess player who has memorized your opening moves. But today, you threw the board across the room. You moved a piece that wasn't supposed to move. You spoke up before they could interrupt. You sent the email before they could edit it. You launched the site before they could criticize the font. You have disrupted the algorithm of your oppression. Listen to the sound of the clock ticking. Usually, that sound makes you anxious. It reminds you of lost time. It reminds you of how old you are getting, of how much you haven't done. But right now, let that ticking sound like a drumbeat. It is a war drum. It is the sound of your marching orders. You are not running out of time, you are running into your timing. There is a document. It might be physical, it might be digital. It is something you have read over and over again, looking for a loophole, looking for a way out. Maybe it is a lease, maybe it is a contract, maybe it is a text message thread you have scrolled through 100 times analyzing every word. Stop reading it. The answer is not in the text. The answer is in the action you take outside of the text. The text is the trap. The action is the key. I am sending a confusion into the camp of those who oppose you. For the next few hours, their communication will fail. Their calls will drop. Their emails will bounce. They will misunderstand each other. They will fight amongst themselves. While they are bickering, while they are distracted by their own chaos, you will walk right past them. You will slip through the gate they left unguarded. But you must move now. Do not wait for the right feeling. The feeling of confidence will come after you move, not before. You are waiting for the fear to go away. It won't. Do it afraid. Post it afraid. Speak it afraid. Launch it afraid. The fear is just the physical reaction to the magnitude of the power flowing through you. It is like electricity in a wire that is too small. You are vibrating because you are carrying a high voltage. It is not weakness. It is capacity. I am expanding your capacity right now. I am stretching you. It hurts, I know. It feels like growing pains in your soul. It feels like your skin is too tight. That is because the old version of you, the draft mode version of you, is shedding. You are molting. And the new you is tender, yes, but the new you is also armored. Think of the number 4. Is there a 4 in your birth date? Or perhaps you keep seeing 444. Or maybe there are 4 people in your family who you worry about. This number is a sign of stability that is coming, but it is coming through instability. You have to rock the boat to get it to shore. The 4 corners of your house have been shaken, but I am pouring a new foundation. This time, the foundation is not made of your people-pleasing. It is not made of your silence. It is made of concrete truth. The scheduled post was also a test. I wanted to see if you would panic and try to hide it. I wanted to see if you would delete it. But you didn't. You are still here. You are watching this. That means you are ready to let it ride. You are ready to let the chip fall where it may. That is the energy of a winner. That is the energy of a king, of a queen. You have been the servant for too long. Serving everyone else's dreams. Editing everyone else's posts. Fixing everyone else's mistakes. Who fixes yours? Who edits your life? I do. And I just hit the publish button on your glory. There is someone specifically watching you who thinks you don't know they are watching. They view your stories but never like them. They ask your friends about you but never call you. They are gathering intel. They are trying to figure out your next move so they can block it. They think you are predictable. They think you are going to do exactly what you did last year. They are waiting for you to crash. They have the popcorn ready. They want to see you fail because your failure makes them feel better about their own stagnation. Disappoint them. Confuse them with your success. Confuse them with your peace. When the post went out early, they panicked because they weren't ready to hate on it yet. They didn't have their comments prepared. They are scrambling to find a flaw. But they won't find one. Because this wasn't your work. This was mine. And my work is flawless. You are about to receive a message from a stranger. Or perhaps a person you haven't spoken to in 10 years. The profile picture will look different, older. They will say, "I saw what you posted. I needed that today." That one comment will outweigh 1,000 silent critics. That one connection is the seed of the new forest I am growing in your life. Do not despise the small beginnings. Do not despise the one like, the one view, the one sale. That one is the one that matters. The early post is a metaphor for your life. You were born early, or you felt like you matured too fast. You grew up quick because you had to. You saw things as a child that no child should see. You understood adult problems when you were still playing with toys. You have always been ahead of schedule in your pain. Now, I am making you ahead of schedule in your blessing. You paid the price early. Now you get the reward early. They told you, wait your turn. They told you, you have to pay your dues. You have paid them. You have paid them in tears. You have paid them in sleepless nights. You have paid them in anxiety. The debt is cleared. The receipt is printed. Walk out of the store with your goods. Do not let the security guard stop you. The security guard is just a voice in your head that sounds like your father, or your teacher, or your ex. Tell that voice to look at the receipt. The timestamp on your blessing says, now. I want you to physically do something. It sounds strange, but trust me. I want you to go to a mirror. Not now, but when this message is done. I want you to look at your eyes. Really look at them. Not at your makeup, not at your wrinkles, not at your tired bags. Look at the pupil. The black dot. That is a portal. Look into it and say, I am not waiting anymore. Say it until you believe it. Your spirit needs to hear your voice say it. Your voice has a frequency that your cells respond to. You have been speaking death over your cells. I'm tired. I'm broke. I'm sick. I'm lonely. Your cells are obeying your commands. They are shutting down because you told them to. Give them a new command. I am active. I am released. I is time. The scheduled post going out early has triggered a chain reaction. A domino fell in the spirit realm. It hit another domino, which is hitting another. One of those dominoes is a financial blockage that has been stuck for months. You have been pushing on it, and it wouldn't budge. But because you moved out of order, because you bypassed the waiting period, you flanked the enemy. You came around the side. The wall didn't fall, you just walked around it. It was that simple. You were pushing on a door that was locked, while the window next to it was wide open. The early post was you climbing through the window. Now that you are inside the room of your destiny, look around. It is bigger than you thought. There are tools here you didn't know existed. There are resources here that have your name on them. Dust has settled on them because you were late. But wipe off the dust. They still work. There is a specific legal or bureaucratic issue, a paper, a filing, a license, a dispute. It has been pending. It has been under review. The Spirit says the review is over. The stamp is coming down. And it is coming down in your favor. Why? Because the person reviewing it just wants to clear their desk before the weekend. It is that mundane. I use the mundane to perform the miraculous. I will make someone impatient just so they approve your paperwork faster. I will make someone tired just so they sign the check to get you out of their office. I can use their selfishness to bless you. You have felt like you are in a holding pattern. Circling the airport, waiting for permission to land. Running out of fuel. The tower is radioing you now, clearance granted. Runway 7 is open. Land the plane. Bring your dreams down to earth. Stop keeping them up in the clouds where they are safe but useless. Bring them down to the hard, gritty ground of reality. Yes, it is scary to land. You might bump. The tires might screech. But you have to land to unload the cargo. The cargo is your gift to the world. The person who betrayed you is going to see your post. They are going to see you winning. And it is going to haunt them. Not because you are trying to be vengeful, but because your survival is an insult to their ego. They tried to bury you. They didn't know you were a seed. They watered you with their hate. They fertilized you with their lies. And now, you are blooming early. You are blooming out of season. Who blooms in winter? You do. This is the season of the unexpected. The season of the glitch. The world is broken, systems are failing, people are confused. In the middle of this chaos, you will rise. While others are waiting for the system to be fixed, you will realize the system was never built for you anyway. You are building your own system. You felt a sharp pain in your back or your neck recently. A physical tension. That is the weight of the words you haven't said. That is the weight of the scheduled post that was sitting in your drafts. Now that it is out, watch the pain dissolve. Watch the tension leave your shoulders. You don't have to carry the secret anymore. The secret is out. You are talented. You are chosen. You are dangerous to the status quo. The cat is out of the bag. Let it run. Do not listen to the text message you will get later today that tries to make you feel guilty. I thought you would have told me first. Why did you do it that way? That wasn't very professional. Delete. 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 Those are the voices of the jailers trying to get you back in the cell. You are already in the parking lot. You are already driving away. Don't turn the car around. The imminent timeline is this: the sun is moving across the sky. Shadows are lengthening. Before the sun sets today, you will have a confirmation. It might be a number. It might be a bird. It might be a song on the radio that you haven't heard since high school. When you see it, or hear it, you will know. It will be a wink from the divine. It will be me saying, I told you. The glitch was a gift. You have been worried about a child, or a younger family member. You see them making the same mistakes you made. You want to save them. You want to schedule their life so they don't hurt. But you cannot schedule their growth. They have to have their own early posts. They have to have their own glitches. Trust that the same hands that caught you will catch them. Your anxiety is not protection. Your prayer is protection. Shift from worry to war. Pray for them, then take your hands off the wheel. The wheel is spinning. The post is live. The audience is gathering. Some of you are thinking, but I don't post on social media. This doesn't apply to me. Listen deeper. The post is your presence. It is you showing up. It is you walking into the church, or the gym, or the office, or the family reunion. You plan to go later. You planned to go when you felt better. I am sending you now. Go with your head high. Walk into the room like you own the building. Because in the spirit, you do. You own the atmosphere. When you walk in, the demons have to shut up. When you walk in, the gossip has to stop. You are the glitch in their matrix of negativity. I am breaking the spirit of delay over your life. The spirit of not yet. The spirit of almost. You are always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Always the nominee, never the winner. Always the candidate, never the hire. That cycle ends today. The early post means the cycle is broken. You arrived before the cycle could repeat. You skipped the step where you lose. You jumped straight to the step where you receive. It is unfair, they will say. She didn't follow the rules. He didn't wait his turn. Correct. Favor is not fair. Grace is not fair. If it was fair, you would get what you deserve. And let's be honest, you have made mistakes. You have failed. You have sinned. If you got what you deserved, you would be destroyed. But mercy said, no. Grace said, post it early. Favor said, let them through. So do not argue with your blessing. Accept it. There is a contract being rewritten in the invisible realm. The terms are changing. The interest rate is dropping to 0. The penalties are being waived. The non-compete clause is void. You are free to trade. You are free to build. You are free to move. The silence you hear right now? That is the sound of the enemy holding their breath. They are waiting to see if you will retreat. They are waiting to see if you will take down the post. If you stand your ground for the next hour, they will flee. They are bullies. They only have power if you are afraid. If you look them in the eye and say, "Yes, I did it. Yes, I am here." So what? They will crumble. Stand. Just stand. You are wearing invisible armor. You don't feel it, but it's there. The arrows they shoot are bouncing off. The words they speak are turning to ash before they reach your ears. You are protected by a firewall of fire. But I don't have the money yet. It is coming. The money follows the mission. You wanted the money first so you could feel safe to do the mission. That is not how faith works. You do the mission, you take the step, you make the post, and the resources rush in to support the movement. You cannot steer a parked car. Get moving, and I will steer you. The lawyer, the doctor, the banker, these are titles of people you have been waiting on. Stop waiting. You are the highest authority in your life under God. You make the executive decision. You sign the permission slip. This message is a disruptive technology. It is hacking your doubt. It is installing a new operating system called boldness. And now, for the reveal. The reason why this had to happen today of all days. Why not yesterday? Why not tomorrow? Because there is a convergence happening. Type Amen.